calm down. Don't be disorderly, okay?
Oh, we got...
That's the guy right there. That's the guy making a false report. Kind of at a crossroads.
Who are you working for?
Yeah, I can't really get into that right now, so. It's okay, though. It's all approved.
By whom?
I can't really get into that either, but.
Tell me what you're doing.
Working?
For whom?
Well, I can't get into that right now.
Who is he with? Can I have a business card, please?
Oh, yeah, I can't do that. It's all right. Have a good day. Move along.
Excuse me?
I said move along.
What are you doing out here? Are you just doing some Second Amendment auditing?
Second Amendment?
What? I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, jeez. People are a little bitter. You may want to move along, sir.
No, I don't want to move along. I want to find out what the hell you're doing.
Well, the drone is not allowed, and I think the police are going to be following up.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to ask, please do not fly the drone inside of Broadmoor. It is private property in there. You are not allowed to be videotaping people's home.
If I could just politely interrupt there real quick. I'm pretty sure the police are not concerned about the drone stuff going on here because they're leaving.
And I'm just wanting to emphasize that drones are not allowed in Broadmoor.
Hey everyone, I am free. It is April 16th, 2025. I'm in the city of Seattle here in King County in the Communist Empire of Washington State. Heading back to the Broadmoor. Going back over here for a follow-up. And this time I am with the CIA. Woo! I know. With the actual CIA. And by actual CIA, I mean the Cultural Impact Alliance. You can check out his channel on YouTube. We are working on a follow-up that involves the utilization of drone, and actually in this case regarding the ability to go and look at some of the houses that are being sold or being offered I should say to be sold here at the Broadmoor. So we're going to take a gander at some of those houses to see what they look like, get a good view of them from up above, and get some footage here at the entrance to the Broadmoor. So while I got your attention, if you wouldn't mind liking, sharing, and subscribing, hitting that all notifications bell so you get my stories and release, I greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on X at I.A.M Free Auditing, on Facebook at Inland Auditing Media. If you want help keep my feet on the streets, you guys know what to do. You can go to the links in the description for Cash App and Venmo. And make sure you head on over to the CIA's channel, Cultural Impact Alliance. So we're gonna send the drone on up above, get some great photos from above, and see if the Broadmoor has decided to stop being a bunch of bossy people trying to control everything around there, because as you can see, the tips and leads I got last time were definitely spot on. Very, very spot on in terms of what appears to be the Broadmoor attempting to, the citizens trying to turn the arboretum that abuts the west side of the Broadmoor, so that would be over that direction, from having citizens being able to enjoy it without feeling intimidated or harassed by the citizens of Broadmoor. All right, there's the CIA drone.
I am afraid of the dark.
What's up, man?
Guys,
How you doing?
doing good.
Good.
So I'm gonna ask, please do not fly the drone inside of Broadmoor. It is private property in there. You are not allowed to be videotaping people's homes inside of Broadmoor.
Oh, we're not getting inside the homes. Yeah, we're just doing flyovers. So there's
we don't allow any drone anything inside Broadmoor. I don't know who owns the airspace.
No, it's all right.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I mean,
matter. That's just our rule
it's
here
public
in our
space.
bylaw.
Sure. Yeah,
We don't allow drones
The
to
airspace
fly
is totally
inside.
public.
Okay.
Yeah. So appreciate it, though, man. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
Not too bad. It's a beautiful day.
Take your mask off if you want to have any credibility.
What?
Yeah.
Have a good day, ma'am. See you in North Korea. Wow, so apparently credibility comes with not wearing a mask. So I guess our country was not credible for 3.5 years.
You guys are the biggest scums of earth I've ever seen.
Have a good day, buddy.
Yeah, you guys are. Scum of the earth.
Walk away, buddy.
Scum of the earth.
Walk away.
Fucking loser.
Just stop being disorderly, sir. Okay?
It's all the way I see it.
Just stay on your side of the fence. It's going to be okay, okay?
Scum of the earth.
It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
You guys should be ashamed of yourself.
All right, buddy.
Well, you know it right.
Move along. Move along. I mean, the whole thing about this is that the original story where these people were effectively intimidating the people on the northwest corner near the Arboretum, and now they're trying to control the airspace. That's insane. These people are out of their minds.
Hi guys,
What's up?
my name's Sandy Kavanaugh.
Good, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm the president of the Homeowners Association.
Okay.
And I'm just wanting to emphasize that drones are not allowed in Broadmoor. So happy to have you here if you're interested in that.
Sure.
But drones cannot be used. This is private property, and I think filming private property is a little different than filming a municipal site.
Gotcha.
So it's not public space, and that drone is actually violating private property.
Yeah, well, we're not, again, it's whatever you can see from public is allowed. So for example, like, take that house across the way. So looking at it right here from here, the eyes can't be trespassed. So like if you were, taking pictures of that, if they came over and said, hey, Sandy, you hooligan, you're taking photos of our house, it's from public. Now, obviously, if we pole vaulted over their hedgerow there and was on their property physically, then we would have a problem.
No, I totally get that.
So we're just using the lawful option for us. We don't want to actually violate the law, so we're not going to walk onto the property and do any of that. I mean, unless you invite us, which of course, if you want to, we'd love to go for a walk.
Well, the drone is not allowed, and I think the police are going to be following up.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just interested in making sure that all the rules are
sure,
being
yeah.
abided
Well, if
by
you look,
as well.
for example, in the Seattle Municipal Code in Title 18, where it discusses drones in parks, for example.
Right, but a park is a public
Oh, no,
space.
totally get it. But so is public. The airspace above is public.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I'd love to see
Up to 500 feet. So once we get above 500 feet, now you got to get like FAA credentials and that kind of stuff. And obviously, we're not gazing into homes or anything like that.
Well, how do we know that, though?
Well, I mean, all you can do is take our
But
word
that's
for
why
it.
we don't allow drones.
Sure.
Taking your word for it
Yeah.
it's not necessarily
I get
what
that.
I consider to
I mean,
be
it's it's just one of the
viable
aspects
option.
of the First Amendment. I mean, we are well aware of voyeurism laws, for example. We have zero interest in anything like that. We also just don't want to violate the law. We're not interested in that either. So what we're capturing here today is completely lawful. We're not looking to violate any statutes or anything. So we're certainly not going to go into the realm, even approach the realm of doing anything wrong in this regard.
Okay.
Definitely
well,
not.
we appreciate that.
I'm glad you're out here, though, at the same time, Sandy, because I do have some questions for you. I did a story not long ago that I published about the Broadmoor. So this woman was not standing where I was. She was standing a bit further away across the street from where I was, just kind of like on that abutment, the grassy knoll, if you will. She was saying from there she was accosted verbally by some of the residents coming out saying, hey, get out of here, stop taking photos, there's privacy in Washington State. You may want to move along, sir.
No, I don't want to move along. I want to find out what the hell you're doing.
Why are you taking a picture of my car?
I'm just working on something.
Pardon?
Just working on something.
Working on stuff?
Yeah.
Like what?
I can't really get into that now. I got like a business card I can email you later and let you know what I'm working on, but
Yeah, I don't want you to take a picture of my car.
of course everyone knows if they've gotten past 6th grade civics that you can take photos in public. Doesn't matter, like I was talking about the house across the street, you can take photos of that from public. And frankly, it seemed like the behavior that I was encountering, taking photos on a public sidewalk where I was standing, very much mirrored what that lady was saying.
Well, maybe it did. I don't know.
I got nothing going on. I can stay here all day.
I got 14 more batteries. I think mine will outlast your phone.
Oh, you think? Okay, good. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right. You're ill-equipped to deal with this, sir.
So how long are you going to stand here?
Until I'm done working.
And how long is that?
Well, I'm not going to share that with you.
When did you start?
I'm not going to share that either.
You just got nothing else to do. Just sit here. Someone's paying you to sit here. You're just going to pull shit out of your ass.
Yeah, I'm not a magician. I don't know. Maybe you have that talent. I don't. But
That's fair. All right. Did you just walk here?
parachuted in, actually.
You did?
Yeah, halo jumped.
Oh, you did? Perfect.
Yeah.
Great. I just want to know why you're standing outside the gate taking pictures of people.
Well, I mean, and I don't want to sound antagonistic, but sometimes we don't get what we want in life. I mean, you just aren't going to know.
Why are you taking a picture of my car?
I'm just working on something.
Pardon?
Just working on something.
Working on stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need you to have a picture of my car and my license plate and monitoring me.
Gotcha. Yeah. Kind of at a
Like,
crossroads.
who are you working for?
Just working on something.
On what?
I can't really get into that now, but it's all right. It's all approved.
Why are you taking a picture of me?
Just working on something.
What are you working on?
Yeah, I can't really get into that.
What do you mean? You can't just take a picture of me and tell me not working on it.
I just did.
I'll see you on the way out.
All right, take care.
I can see where people might be alarmed.
Sure, and then they can do actually what seems to be what a well-adjusted person would do, like yourself. You're a very amiable person. You're very nice. You walked up. We shook hands. I like to think I'm not being crass or anything like that. And we're having a good conversation.
Right.
And see, I mean, that's what a normal, well-adjusted person does.
Well,
You
but-
seem like a well-adjusted, normal person. Probably why you're president of the HOA, right?
Well, I think that the point is that whether somebody is well-adjusted or not is none of my business.
Well,
It's really none of my business.
Yeah.
And frankly, I don't know what business it is of yours.
As a journalist who reports on liberty issues, and especially when,
But
of
what
course,
liberty were they violating?
well, the liberty they were attempting to violate was her ability to freely record from a public space.
But they didn't violate.
They attempted. They were intimidating her, and one would argue that that kind of coercion is exactly what shouldn't be happening.
Maybe shouldn't be happening, but it's not violating any laws.
Well, at the point
Just
where
as you
someone,
say, you're not violating any laws.
correct, but at the point where this woman may have felt accosted, potentially physically. What that woman was describing in an email is exactly what I got. These people were attempting to be, frankly, to me, coercive. which
Well,
I'm a heck of a lot larger than a 5 foot, 220 pound woman.
I don't know that I saw any of that in the video that I saw.
I think the
saw
behavior.
people being alarmed that you were photographing them and videotaping them.
Oh,
That's what I saw.
The one guy that came out and got directly in my face, that guy was looking for a fight, straight up. That guy was looking to get into a physical confrontation with me.
I doubt if he would want to fight you. You're much larger.
Well, I didn't want to fight. I mean, I'm not trying to imply I'm looking for a fight.
I think
What I'm saying is
trying to protect the residents.
to walk up and put a camera within inches of my face. That's not a smart thing to do.
I guess it's legal though.
Oh, it is legal, and but respecting the Constitution, respecting liberties. That's why I didn't overreact. I understand he was just trying to be intimidating. I understand he was trying to coerce me out of being present. He was trying to use whatever tools he could to get me to stop being there. My only reason for being there, like I said, is because of what this woman reached out to me about. And that guy right there very much smacks of the kind of behavior specifically that woman was saying. And to do that to a woman is pretty egregious.
She may have experienced it, but again, I don't know. All I have seen is your presence here, and your presence is very different. And so I would...
But I think polite and cordial. I mean, I haven't been rude.
Being polite and cordial, absolutely. So where's that image going to be showing up? I think that...
In my stories.
But do we know what else could happen? We don't.
No,
And
I mean,
so,
freedom is messy.
I definitely have not done that because I have no idea that there was a 5'2" woman out there.
Well, some women don't want the confrontation, especially. They don't want to actually put that out there and have that confrontation and say, hey, here's me, this is the day.
I've never heard it.
Sure.
What I have heard is your incident that took place prior to this.
Sure.
And now today.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that those two incidents, as you explain them, are incredibly different and should not be utilized as a comparison. So I understand that you're out here and you want to do something, but I'm not quite sure you're accomplishing what you say you want to do by filming the way you're filming to corroborate an alleged story that we have absolutely no idea.
Actually, really I think your presence and your discussion with me today corroborates exactly what I needed to know. I mean, so the way this story works, lady reaches out to me. I look at the arboretum that abuts this private neighborhood. I go to the northwest corner, and as I get to the northwest corner and start recording, I see the behavior that I see. It corroborates what the lady said. Now, look, I'm sure you can appreciate some people just don't want to be outed because now all of a sudden they're like, it's Susie McAnderson or whatever. Oh, she works at the dental office. Call that person. They need to, that stuff happens nowadays.
Driving in and out of their neighborhood?
Well, no, so what she told me was she was just going to get footage because she wasn't aware of what it was and literally was only there for a few minutes. And it seems like it's a pretty busy exit and entrance point up there. So she said after a few minutes of getting some photos and video is when she was confronted by people. So literally, if it's just a few minutes, that seems pretty incredulous to me that she was confronted like that.
I mean, again,
she was in public.
I have no idea what she was doing or if it actually occurred.
Sure.
What I do know is that whatever took place was not illegal. And
completely agree. But
so if you want to video,
I'll tell you what her specific point was.
Bad, exhibiting bad behavior. Boy, you can go a lot of places.
Once she reached out to me and described to me once she realized what the neighborhood was, her words. I just want to be clear about this. Not my impression. Okay, I want to be clear. Her words was that she felt a bunch of entitled rich people were attempting to get her off of public property where she was standing and trying to effectively co-op a public arboretum for their personal enjoyment because they, quote, felt entitled to it, is what her impression was. Now,
she's entitled to her impression.
I completely agree.
I can't
All I know is that the behavior came to be exactly what she described.
Well, but at some point, where do you go with that? Okay, so you saw people that you didn't like the behavior that they showed to you.
Sure.
You have no idea really who it was that showed this woman or if she actually even exists. I don't know.
It's an assessment of the neighborhood in general.
Okay, and what is your assessment that...
Well, my assessment from the first time is that the people appeared to be rude, bullyish, and in some cases attempting to intimidate and coerce, like the guy who got right up in my space. Now, fortunately, I'm not looking for that kind of confrontation. But, you know, it's worrisome that this guy felt so entitled to get inside of people's personal space to the degree that he did, that he did in fact do that. In other situations with other people that are not cool-headed, that are not looking for confrontation of a physical sort, that could have turned out very differently for that guy. Not for me, because obviously, like I said, I was being calm, reasonable, polite, all that kind of stuff. That guy was looking for a fight. And I look at that and I think to myself, wow, so if that's what he's doing to a guy that's 6'3",
wearing a black mask and dark glasses and what looks like kind of an army jacket with a videotape,
it's a fisherman's jacket,
on his hand.
Sure.
I really don't understand why you think that is not intimidating and of itself.
I think you've kind of made the reverse point here. A guy who's probably about 5'9", 165 pounds is so unintimidated that he got within inches of a 6'3", 220-pound guy, according to you, who looks extremely intimidating. I mean, that's the exact reverse of it.
He was feeling he needed to protect something.
By confronting someone?
Absolutely.
Wow,
if you have somebody that you feel, it may be silly, but it's a natural reaction.
I would walk up to the WWE wrestler Khan at 6'8" or 7'2" or whatever he is, and just be like, now's the time to, you know, confront this guy. I would be like, you know what? That's a big dude. I'm probably not going to go over there and confront him within 3 inches and put something an inch from his face. That seems kind of silly.
I appreciate talking to you.
Sure.
And I don't believe that drones are legal to be thrown in, so I'd appreciate you not doing the drones. If you want to stand out here, that would be, you know, nothing that I prefer, but I'm not going to stop you. We've asked our residents not to engage.
I would say, if I could just politely interrupt there real quick, I'm pretty sure the police are not concerned about the drone stuff going on here, because they're leaving.
Well, I don't know that they were there for the drones.
Well, I mean, if you want to call them back, because we got to get a little bit more footage. We're just about ready to get the drone out over to the property again. If you want to call them back so they can come back, we can hash it out.
I'm not going to call them back. We called them once. Well, I don't know that they were there for the drones. I'm not going to call them back. We called them once. Well, I don't know that they were there for the drones. I'm not going to call them back. We called them once, and I am saying I would really appreciate it if you don't throw the drones in there.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
In any case, thank you. Goodbye.
All right. Have a good day.
Take care.
All right. Well, let's get that last bit of footage here.
Freedom! Keep your ear to the ground. Talking about the freedom. It's the best show in town. Best show in town. Freedom! Well. Freedom! I'll give you freedom. Yes, it's right. Freedom! Start right now. Freedom! Get your freedom tonight. Freedom! Everybody, young, old, all you lovers, this is our time to rise back from the sand and claim our freedom. Talking about freedom.